accident.
One time was accidental.
It doesn't make it better.
Yeah, one time was accidental. The second time was on purpose because it looked good.
It did. It did.
No.
I have to prove this point, but
No way.
happy birthday because you like him so much.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You want to eat it?
No.
Doesn't even make sense.
You thought that was good.
So I think she keeps eating them. I think she just got a taste for dog treats now. Apparently not. But, well, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Must be a dumb blonde thing.
I was red for a while.
Yeah. Oh, remember that when Brooke went red for a while? That's called artificial intelligence.
That was funny.
It's like a most millennial way to have a midlife crisis. Changing your hair color. But I like the blonde better. It makes me feel smarter.
Oh my god.
But then I thought maybe it's not a dumb blonde thing. Maybe it's like a homeschool thing. And she'll always claim that homeschooling is just as good as regular school. But I've never seen a high school diploma. And she also graduated a year early to go to the military. Regular school people will call that dropping out. Regular school is probably more similar to homeschool than most people realize. So I've learned about this from Brooke. She described the process of homeschool co-op. And if you don't know what that is, it's where there's a bunch of kids from different families show up to a location that's not their home and are taught by people that aren't their parents. And that's just regular school.
It's enrichment classes.
Enrichment classes, sorry. Better city. Thank you all for coming to criticize my life. Actually, it's the only reason I'm here because I don't get to do it at home. I finished my drink.
Yeah, I did.
I'm wearing pants right now. So the joke thing was actually a big discussion for us coming up to the roast because it's not our dynamic. I tend to have bad timing. I don't read the room well. And Brooke has a bad sense of humor. But we tried to change this. I knew we were going to do the roast. I'm like, all right, let's change this. So I got better at the timing of the joke, and Brooke would take it fine. She'd be like, that's fine, and laugh. But she would always say something that I think some people heard, where like she would get a diss, and she would just say something like, save it for the roast, or put it in the roast, right? And so here we are. Truth number 2, it's about her cooking.
Oh shit.
You better tread carefully.
It's a roast. I know, that's a cheap shot, but it's not as cheap as the steak she buys.
They're from Carolyn. They're from
Roast.
That was a twofer. Both of them.
It's how she cooks. We'll come back to her. It's how she cooks. I think it's poetic to do this at a roast and talk about this because she burns the living soul out of everything she cooks.
Oh, fuck.
You're such a dick.
Grilled cheese, toast. Like you just hit the button.
I like it brown.
You burn a roast beef in the crock pot. So I talked about this with her when we did that. I said, and it wasn't even joking. I just asked her how she did it, and she just first she said, "Eat it, just fucking eat it." She wasn't hurt, and then she said, "Put it in the roast." So that's what I did. That's funny. I'm convinced that because she orders her coffee extra hot, she just burns her taste buds off. You just can't actually tell when something tastes bad. I guess that explains the dog treatment. It happens more often than both of us care to admit. One day I tried to trust her with steaks, and my mistake. She overcooked some, and so anyway, we're chewing, and we're chewing. We're chewing. Chewing. Chewing.
Oh my god. There you go. Nice.
Oh, dry. Not as dry as a steak. So we're eating it. We're eating the steak. We're eating it. So it's fine. It's fine. It's just well done. I said, Brooke, this is congratulations. And I'm done eating. So she didn't get hurt. She didn't laugh. Or she laughed. And she said, put it in the roast. So that's what I did. And that's enough about Barb's cooking. I don't wish I could say that.
Jesus Christ.
Let's get dirty, yeah? I did ask permission from Brooke to talk about this stuff beforehand. Because it's private.
Good job.
She said yes.
I did.
And
She said yes!
Yeah. I said good, because if I'm going to a roast, you're not going to get off that easy. And you're not that easy to get off.
Maybe you should try harder.
I got a lot more here.
You needed 2 phones. Wikipedia page I mentioned earlier. He owns it.
Anyway, so maybe you were just unsure about sex thing because of like homeschool.
Or being raised in a cult with purity culture.
I think it's a homeschool. Most of us learned about sex from something called the internet, or a sex ed teacher, and we were just thankful that it wasn't our parents. Or was that co-op? So this is something that happened. I don't know if this was before we were dating, but early on in our relationship, I found the lipstick imprint on the hallway mirror.
Not true.
I think it was. I don't know who else was your height wearing lipstick practicing on the mirror, but
That's
maybe
not true.
Bo.
Bo.
Right. I have another gift for you.
Oh no.
Is it one of the states?
Here, you can keep practicing. So most of you probably and shouldn't know this, but this is my last thing. But, truth number 3, or who's counting? Brooke is horrible with talking dirty. Like ordinary playful banter that gets you in the mood. Usually she just keeps quiet, which I guess is a win. But neither of us having sexual partners before each other, I felt like we should have been on the same experience level, but maybe that's a homeschool thing. say something sexy, the less hard it got.
Try harder.
So I won't get any more graphic than that. And this actually happened too. One night we're getting intimate. I'm ready to go. And she says something stupid. She says something lame that almost kills the mood. I don't remember what it was. It was probably something like, oh, do you trust me not to burn your hot dog? And I'm like, no, I don't. That's not what happened. What I said was, Malcolm, what do you know? No, that does happen, but that didn't happen that night. So I'm ready. She says something dumb, and all I say, it was bad timing. All I say was, Brooke, you kind of suck at talking dirty. She says, put it in the roast.